Hello boys and girls, my name is Yoshi, and welcome back to my 100% blind playthrough of Metroid Prime 4 Beyond for Nintendo Switch 2. I'm Yoshi Daito-san. In the last video we got this cool lasso ability called the Wonder Woman Visa, or whatever you want to call it. Anyways, it's a cool new thing that we get to use, and now we can use it to do stuff. Smaller version of the regular maintenance tank, light maintenance tank. Smaller version of regular maintenance tank developed to perform tasks in narrow passages, except this time we can actually... Alright. But yeah, in the last video we got the Psychic Lasso, which I just mentioned what it's like. And now we are continuing exploring the ice belt with no save point really close by. And there's another area we need a TK4 code for. This time we'll probably ignore it though. We just got a really cool flame weapon though, so we've so far just been spamming the crap out of that, really. Okay, only one choice to go here, but oh. Wow, we were that close. Again, there's no way we would have known that the save point would have been here, though. So in the future, we just need to be a little bit quicker for this game. But then again, it's a blind playthrough. You probably want to take your time. CA gate malfunctioning. Circuits are torn and it's not receiving current. The gate material is otherwise indestructible. Tempered grass is trapped in cell aces. A strong impact will shatter it. Can charge beam that one. CA gate malfunction. Circuits are torn. It's indestructible. This is... Oh, this one's different than the others. Hatch! Perfect! Going right in. This time we found the hatch right away. That's probably because we got stuck on the last one the last time. So now we're over here. Test capsule with control function. Contains a blood sample. Experiment capsule to obtain me a TK code. Hold it in place, and that gives us a TK code. Fragment. Okay, so we needed to get that. Oh, we need 4 of these now. Ooh, this just got more complicated. Test capsule with temperature control function contains a body tissue sample. Test capsule with temperature control function contains a sample of poisonous liquid. Capsule of temperature control fund contains a prototype medicine, or in this case a TK code now. Okay, nothing there. Looks like the only other door we could go through is in this middle area, but we have to deal with these stupid bots first. Guess we could always hit them twice with this. Go. You get plenty of that kind of fire ammo throughout the game, so there's no reason not to use it a lot to damage enemies faster, and of course it hits certain enemies' weak points, so you take them out a lot faster. Alright, here we go. Pull off all these locks casually like nothing tomorrow. Nothing's tomorrow. Right. Oh, jeez, I can't say it. Access the encrypted file. Research diary day. 81. Awakening. Data download to Wamba. The subject is in hibernation in the cryopod, and its metabolism is at minimum levels. Unfortunately, we are unable to perform experiments we'd like with the subject in this state. Subject's metabolic function is inactive. A reversal of its rabbit cell cellular proliferation cannot occur. First, we must wake the subject and restore its normal metabolic function. This also means restoration of consciousness, so appropriate sedation will be crucial. Jeez, I cannot speak. Okay, we missed a few of them, but there's probably going to be others in the same area that will bring us back up. Research sample storage chemical. Liquid appears to be a sedative variant. Transport card has clamps for fastening containers and specialized dummy wheels for improved maneuvering. Cryofine. Access granted once power has been restored to the entire laboratory. So we'll have to explore the zone twice. Once before power is restored and once after. That's how tedious it's gonna get then. Recovery pod R1 SPDDR07 used to space species in stations and heal damage after their internal organs. Reaver closed after an experimental landmark restoration procedure. Recovery pod B1 GOTRD31 used to place specimens of the pod down to turtle or gets potted now in low power mode. Yada yada yada. Curry pod B2 PLVB F70 used to place space. The specimen griever is alive and preserved. Oh, what the heck? We can activate some of these? No, we can't. Okay, we don't have a option for that. Oh, we can see these people too. Okay. Something tells me these guys are gonna fight us. I don't know why, but I feel like they're gonna fight us. I have a bad feeling about this. Podgrass destroyed. Cell structure and preservation liquid V. Life signs of the specimen griever has ceased. Oh, we can break this directly and say, knit. Griever specimen. Those life signs detected cryobic cell structure and preservation liquid V. Analysis implies extended neglect has led to the specimen's death. Interesting. I get a weird noise now, like recovery pod A3 WKYYB25 used to place specimen in stasis, yada yada. All readings from specimen griever read normal. Recovery pod B3 SCRTE86 place yada. Specimen griever's metabolism currently okay. I didn't really change anything. More like maintenance tanks. Ice is fictional at time. It could be melted using high temperature tools. Not from this side, apparently. Alright. Curry pod management terminal tracks the state of a contained specimen and says it sends the data to a remote database. Operates normally in low power mode. Shutter used for ventilation. The sites are damaged. A strong shock will destroy them. It's sealed. Releasing a lock unit attached to the rear side will allow to open. Basic sound is actually quite a bit more useful in this game, Sans, compared to the original. Because after the original, it feels like enemies take too long to die most of the time. But in this version, a little different. Monitor and standby while low power mode is active. Okay. Research sample storage. Contains a blood sample. This is the encrypted file. Research diary day 97. Analysis. Data downloaded to logbook. Analysis. We are monitoring subjects who have G administered here. Regardless of G concentration, they do not appear to be any significant differences. We see regeneration without an apparent mutation to alter the cells. Furthermore, no matter how deep our analysis, we have yet to see any apparent chromosome abnormalities. It's almost as if they are natural creatures. In our way, if we were to judge based off of DNA, there are no significant differences between them and us. What is going on? Okay. So I guess we missed like 2 of these, but again, we can just go back and grab those later. Most of the scans in this game, thankfully, are missable. Most of the bosses are missable. Certain one-time event enemies might also be missable as well, but they seem to have lowered down the amount of enemies that are missable compared to the original game. Okay, this is stuck out. Okay. Again, we can't use this until power has been restored. In reality, we should be focusing on getting to that main area, but we don't have that option right now. Okay, so now this door is permanently openable. Fortunately, it didn't give us anything because we needed to have this stuff opened first. But that's fine. There are a lot of lasso doors, so there's a lot of stuff to explore now all of a sudden. This area suddenly opened up, and I like it. Alright. Loading stretcher used for specimen transport can be configured to work as an operating table. Mat is made of a hardened gel material. Specimen filing station quickly and safely resuscitates frozen specimens without returning them to consciousness. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 117 breakthrough. Data downloaded to logbook. We have made a breakthrough today. Until now, we presumed that physical transformation was triggered by something in the crystals, causing compositional change in the G, which would in turn cause an abnormality in gene transcription. Yet that's not the case. In actuality, an unused region of the brain linked with the crystals is simulated. As a result, genes that would normally have stayed... Oh my goodness. Pseudogenes? Yeah, like pseudogenes were transcribed. I now wonder, are we unlocking a blocked evolutionary branch? That would mean the great tragedy was merely one possible evolution of one potential future. So with that in mind, what would happen if administering G, we disable those genes at the moment the rapid cellular proliferation is triggered? There should be sufficient value in attempting this to justify altering the Basala system's programming. Interesting. Okay, we keep going later and later with these usage, but we still need to find the TK codes. Unused GNA sample storages, so those don't have a TK code either. Oh, this is different. We never scanned this. Ventilation sap filled with a security cap. The cap must be removed with physical force. A ventilation fan is active inside. Oh, perfect. An air missile expansion. Seems we're still getting a lot of those. Yeah, once again, we can't look at anything until power's been restored to the entire laboratory. Mo-made operating channel uses a gravity turning device inside the padding to stabilize ends without the need for restraints. Basali system. Primarily used to perform experimental operations online. Activation curl. Set it to operating mode. Recording camera drum deployed to automatically anonymously record video, including medical procedures. A powerful impact has rendered it non-functional. Mermaid stretcher. Its two-wheel size reduces resistance, allows for easy and smooth rotation. Currently configured to function as an operating table. Guard shutter appears to have stopped mid-activation. Oh, we can scan this. Okay, cool. Access code approved. Autopsy systems activated. Storage mode disabled. Operation mode initialized. Now what? Active Basala system. Containing a TK code. Okay, this is where we find our next TK code, I see. We need to be way closer, I think. Yeah, we weren't even close before. Okay, we're just a little bit off there. TK code fragment collected. We finally found our second part of the TK code. Basal system. It's ultra high performance multiprocessor and 145 installed surgical tools accommodate many types of complex surgery, not just autopsies. Yeah. Starting to make a weird biz. I don't like this. What's going to happen now? Now this area is giving off a yellow glow. I was checking in here because there might be a TK. Oh, this is different. We just pulled the fourth vein off of there. Surveillance monitor containing a TK code. I knew I missed something here. I went back just because I figured there would be nothing. There be nothing here. Just doesn't make sense. So sure enough, we found another TK code fragment. Glad we went back for that. Auto stabilize broken. Cause it to fall. Its power's been cut, disabling the display. Alright. Well, we got that now. If this area is gonna be another Vault Forts, we're gonna get probably swarmed with enemies at some point. I'm calling it right now. We're gonna get swarmed by enemies soon. I can feel it coming. But we need to activate this order to continue the storyline, so it's stopping us from just going in and activating it. Part of the cryopod rail system. The COM secures and releases pods for distribution. It's linked to the loading platform. Well, it's frozen over, so we can't do anything now. Oh, there's another secret. I barely saw the light in here. This one is very easy to miss. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 138. Attempt. We were so close. Seems like we had succeeded in disabling the problematic genes and also resetting the cells, causing the rapid proliferation process to replicate the normal genetic information and restore their state. However, for some reason, we were unable to stabilize it. The subjects reverted. Right now, I want to check over the genetic atlas to see if there were any problems with our process. I do not want this setback to have been for nothing. We're getting more and more of these as we go on. So is this like our new pirate data, basically? Instead of getting pirate data, we get other stuff, though? Yeah, okay, we got pretty much all the free codes we can find here. What else can we find here? I wonder. Oh, we just backed up. I just realized we went the wrong way. No, wait, this is different. What am I doing? I should just be heading forward. I thought this was exactly like the other area we saw for a minute. That's why we backed up briefly. Access the encrypted file. Research diary day 205. Limit. Oh, we can always scan this again to view it in the logbook. Limit. Since the lab experience has begun, several subjects have been brought in each day. The lab is close to captivity and tragically countless brethren have lost their lives while securing these subjects. We should stop discovering subjects, if only because our restoration experience have thus far been unsuccessful. Not really the greatest thinking if you guys are trying to restore some creatures to life and they're not doing anything because you keep on not knowing that this would happen. Hyopod. Equipped to life preservation systems. Able to keep specimens dormant semi-permanently. Switches to internal battery if disconnected from power. Storage bay control turret. Opens the hatch of a socketed cryopod. Online. We'll get a better, closer look at this if we go here first, though. So far we've been using Missile Ability everywhere. Whoa, it's really cold in here. Alright, let's check all these first. Storage bay cryopod turret. Opens the hatch of a socketed cryopod, currently offline. Bulk storage. All pods function normally while in low power mode. Pod storage system transforms vertically around rails and the walls, managing cryopods containing Griever specimens. Ice that is fixed indoor time. It can be melted using the high temperature tools. Well, we gotta open these at some point, so. Ooh. Battery depletion ultimately led to specimen's death. It is frozen completely. So we get to see what's been happening to these people. Completely frozen due to the drop in the laboratory's temperature. No life signs detected. Oh boy. Now what? This middle one looks a little bit intriguing. Let's try activating this one. Maybe this one will be different. Oh, okay, no. It's also dead, but... Maybe a specimen containing a TK code. Okay, there we go. We found our last TK code. Easy. Easy peasy. We got that done. Here, specimen. Battery depletion led to the specimen's death. The dropped in room temperature caused it to freeze afterwards. So they're just killing all these innocent grievers by doing this because they didn't know that this would happen. Because they can't. Whoa. Whoa. This is interesting. They know something's up. The game knows something's up, man. Metroid Heavy Guard comprises 5 parts with a sensor at its center. It's much stronger than a standard door is, huh? Does that mean we have to hit it harder? I don't think so. I think so far it's been fine. Well, we never really checked around here to see if there's any secrets. Okay, well, nothing there. So yeah, we got this really cool tool called the Psychic Lasso in the last video, yet so far we've been mostly exploring and doing other stuff. This area will probably get more interesting once we have more stuff to explore. But don't see what else we can do except to go back to where we found the TK code from earlier and go in there. We're gonna do what we did before and move the lock on the door before doing this. Psychic Lock Unit. Developed during Psychic Arrow Blast passes with a well of energy. These locks can be released using collected TK codes. So now it's clear what we have to do. So it shows us what code we have to do, and if we don't have it all collected, it won't tell us. It won't even allow us to go through that. That's their way of telling you you can't just go around and collect this stuff. Well, our main stretcher, its 2-wheel size reduces resistance. Allows for easy and smooth rotation. My main stretcher. Frame warped by its fall. Real rotation unaffected. It'll function properly if the safety switch is disabled. Oh, hello, we missed something here. But we saw it now. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary day 57. Anxiety. Data downloaded to logbook. Green energy doses results and show no significant benefits at this time. Essentially, a rapid increase in cellular proliferation speed and a doubling of the cells increases growth and affects vitality. But why is this vector taking such an abnormal turn, and what could be done to shift it back to its original direction? Our time is limited, and I'm worried about our remaining stockpiles. This is a much earlier day one, which means it's probably one that we needed. Yeah, okay, there's one before that too. So we'll probably have to go back even further. Some of these spots, by the way, that you have to scan are really small, man. I know it highlights it in green, but like when it's that small, it's like there's very little you can do to find stuff if you end up forgetting about something. Unfortunately, there doesn't seem to be a file copy system in the game, so we can't be messing with our file copy stuff. I guess I should have mentioned, yeah, I do worry that my videos do get messed up somehow, so I know for many people, separating your save into multiple save files is the best way to deal with that, like, kind of taking turns getting rid of those one by one. That way you can return to something if you need to. Oh, okay, this is different. That's the encrypted file. Research diary, day 214. Resignation. Our resources are running very low, and we're almost out of chemicals needed for the research and experiments. At the same time, the process remains at a standstill. Naturally, there is a rising sense of panic and resignation. Hope for more chemicals to arrive, and if we use up what we have before the experiment succeeds, no, even if it succeeds, and with what we have left, we are losing researchers. Everyone is likely thinking the same thing. Okay.
Looks like you made it through another floor.
Alright. Alright, Taki. Tell me what you want a minute. I need to talk about this. Security storage contains vital medicines and experimental equipment. Door sensor offline. Okay. Telling us we're getting very close to the generator, which is good. I want to be done with this part of the area, that's for sure. Lightweight vertical wind turbines made to withstand the very severe winds. Facility is in low power mode. Wind power fulfills all energy needs. Okay. I thought there was an opening here, but nope. Okay, whatever. So these are a bit more tankier than the Shriek Bats we're used to in Metroid Prime 1. Oh, now we actually are outside! And we found another new enemy. Area morphology blue Kryrok. Chiropacta variant that flies using their padium brains. The leader guides their colony by emitting sound waves for their antenna. Now we're able to scan this. Cargo Gauntlet, used for transferring cargo and research staff over the valuable or reinforced cables. Prove it against the stun winds currently offline again. Okay, so I did some blind stuff and some funny shenanigans, and I think I forgot to mention what happens if we actually fall off one of these areas. Not like it matters. We have to go through most of this area anyway, though. But I'm just saying, there's... Whoa! Excuse me? Interesting. There's a wind that randomly starts up. Ooh. Alright. Okay. Is it stunned? Okay. There's an energy tank literally right across there. Oh, it's moving us automatically. That's not nice. How do we get over there? Oh, here's something. Oh, we need to go over there to find that, though. Okay, we have to deal with the wind mechanic. Okay, that's really annoying. Same enemies as before. Huh? What's this? Psychic grapple point. Concentration point for the psychic grapple. Swing back and forth. It can generate momentum for point-to-point travel. Huh? Requiring users to swing back and forth to generate the momentum for point traversal, huh? Oh, we can't use our lasso. So if we tried to jump, it would fail. And by the way, this is what happens if you fall down. Like I said Samus doesn't die when she falls. Instead, she takes cheap 10 energy damage pretty much, which is like nothing, and then basically returns to where our last stable ground is. Ugh. That was a little shocking there. Surprisingly, I figured that might happen. Oh, and there's more. There's more stuff happening. Okay, this is nice. So we have a platform challenge to do. Okay, that time wasn't my fault. I just didn't know that I would do that. Oh, it's going again. This could take a long time to wait for it to stop, you know. Whoa. Oh, okay, we could still go here. This anchor chain joiner, a chain or joiner connecting the wind turbine to the rock wall is damaged. A strong shock will break it, so anything, basically. Boom! I just blasted that chain off of the poor thing. Now what? I guess we can get across here now. Okay, we can jump now. There goes the wind again. We pretty much just have to wait. Using Samus's arms is kind of a record. Ooh. Well, so much for that way to go. Well, this isn't our one-way area. Now we really need to hurry. Otherwise, we won't get back to our save point. Suddenly, I'm in a urge to get going. Oh, there's something here. Currently offline. I guess we'll be able to go off once the power is restored. So that means we're close to restoring the power. Ooh. Rude. I just got thrown in with an ice door right away. Ice covers the damaged section of a lavatory heavy door. The ice can be melted using high heat. Circuitry malfunction has rendered the door itself inoperable. Oh, but we can go in through this corner. Okay, just like the street bats, they do take themselves out whenever they charge into us. Oh, here's something new. Accessing encrypted file. Research diary. Day 289. Records. Data downloaded to logbook. There's little more we can do. Every experiment has ended in failure and the results remain unchanged. If we put the facility in low power mode, it should remain intact for as long as there are maintenance teams to look after it. We can leave behind our records, but will anyone ever see them? And if so, will they see when they cannot? No, this is not the time for doubt. We must do everything we can. Oh wait, there's something here. Shutter ring to the bomb slot. Activating the bomb slot will unlock this. Okay. Bomb slot releases the link shutter. Currently offline. How do we get ourselves all the way up here, though? Something weird is gonna have to happen, probably. Alright, Brett, we need to keep going then. So many shots needed, man. Okay, another thing we need to stop and scan. Data Archive, Cluster 1, Cryogenic and Bioform Studies, Containment Unit Research and Development. Research Data Archive Terminal contains data on past laboratory experimentation and research on bioforms, including records currently offline. A shocker. Data Archive Cluster 03, Treat Examination, Cereals 001 for free. Why? I'm not going to read that. That seems a little confusing. Just this basically location, I guess. Data Archive Cluster 2. Captured specimen, identification, and medical records. Another bomb slot, which is linked with the Data Archive terminal and the conduit access as currently offline. What a shocker. Everything's offline in this area. Data Archive Cluster 4. Psychic experimentation and genetic transformation, research and development. Data Archive Cluster 05. Video log backups of experimentation and treatment. Answer 2. The network for moving small cargo, currently offline. Oh, it's a electric clock. Okay, we can't get that until later. So we'll have to go through the full path anyway. We're just flaming everything now, man. It's getting to the point where it's getting really funny. Oh, here's our save point finally. It's about time, man. I was worried we wouldn't find one of these at all. This is perfect. We're about to get to a boss, and we just got a save point. Okay. I'll take that. We just got our... Again, we took out those enemies, so now we just need to go for here. But there's gonna be more stuff to scan, probably, so let's do this first. Accessing encrypted file, research diary, day 293, query, data download to logbook. We have finally reached the end of our resources. Tomorrow we will abandon the lab and at Tratoya's instructions move to Chrono Tower built in Soul Valley. We will not be able to save our brethren. Could we not find a way to stabilize the Greer cells when they reverted to their Ramoran counterparts? What did we miss? I will ponder this for the rest of my life. Scanning around because there might be more logbooks than there probably is. Well, the looks of it, there's still 5 more we need to find. Now thing that's offline. Let's just keep going. I saw a Bakia path that could be melted with extreme heat. Haitian Bakia Passage also can be melted with extreme heat, I see. Okay, get rid of that. Do we just charge in here, or do we do other stuff? Well, let's go over here first. Mobile lamp turret clearly offline. Starting the main generator will bring it back online. Mobile ramp. This hatch can be activated from the link turtle, granting access to a lower level. You can scan this from all the way over here. Access the encrypted file. Search diary, day 294. Repair. Data download to logbook. Just now, the main generator stopped. That also means the boiler we use for heat will also stop, and the temperature will drop. This facility will be frozen solid, which uses HUD. The area will switch to low power mode, which uses wind energy. This should enough to maintain operation of the cryopods in which our brethren see. I believe we've done everything we could here, but ultimately we could not save kind. I am overwhelmed with helplessness. I trust the words of Toya that someday our savior will appear. All I can do right now is pray. I am Tatrican, and I am ultimately defeated. So that's all the records here. Our scans jumped up a lot thanks to that, and we only missed one actually, which isn't too bad. Case and ice. The generator startup device is activated to a slot connector. But what about this? Generator start device. Used to initiate turbine rotation. Currently offline. Magnetic turbine. Spins using the magnetic field and sustained with the main generator. This generates enough electricity for the entire laboratory. Main slot. Used by main tanks for turbine upkeep. Each turbine has its own dedicated slot. We can go in here while we wait. But otherwise, we have nothing else we can do. Nothing here. Slot generator. Links the generator startup device to the bomb slot used for its activation. Can be extended by pulling. Okay, it's stuck. Okay, we need to disable the fiend first. What's this? Oh, this revealed something more different. Oh, okay, that revealed something interesting. Oh, this is something new. Psychic Ball Track. Only usable by one who has the Psychic Fireball. Once materialized, they can then be traveled by adhering them in ball form and rotating them in the desired direction. Only one research left, and we'll be done with that. I'm going really fast for these scans now. But we'll need to do some boss battle ones, I assume. wait. I think I understand this. Yeah, we have to link this down to that. Then scan this. Mobile bounce out can be pulled around the rail as the psychic force operates normally once attached to a slot connector. So sure enough, pull it around. And we finally activated the generator after she knows how long we waited. Or at least triggered the activation code. Now we have to actually go up and use that. Apparently. Excuse me, I can't talk right now. To use that machine to activate it. There we go, I spoke correctly. 9 hologram to say. So this is the current state of the main generator turbine. All systems appear normal. Main generator start device. Online operational. Accessing a hologram will start the generator or begin turbine rotation. Boy. Oh, what the? Oh, hang on. We can't do it right away. Carrier maintenance stop. For malfunctioning due to extended disuse. A strong burst of energy in the center will force its activation. It has the same logo as the control beam again, so we need to use that. Oh, we have to go through each of these? So that's why it's there. It's like a puzzle we have to do. Oh, wait, no, it's not a full puzzle, because we can't go through that anyway. Instead, we have to slow down the thing. Now it moves, and now we just have to keep moving this in between the areas to slowly but surely hit that. That's what we were doing wrong there. So each time we do this, more stuff is added on. So we slowly but surely have to avoid more items along the way. So that's what these are here for. I get it. I get it. And Wiz fully back up. Nice music all of a sudden. Oh, it's so bright. I can't see anything.
You've got the power back on. Rendezvous up top and we'll talk next steps.
So now we have to get back out of this whole area. But we can also explore a lot of stuff now that it's back online. So that means this is just the first part of getting everything back up. Jeez, now everything's so bright all of a sudden. Oh boy. My apologies if this is hard on the eyes for anyone. Control terminal online. However, the device cells are frozen and can't be operated. So we have to come back later, or is it just always like that? Ah! More stuff happening. More enemies! Oh, these guys are way tougher for some reason. Oh, we could just jump over them. What am I doing? We could just jump over them. Oh, that. More freezing. Or jumping over people. And that's the one we already got. So we pretty much only missed one of these so far. Oh, we have to jump over that, I assume. But that's not what we're gonna do, because we have to end the episode here now. That was gonna be it. I figured we had enough time to start the generator, and we were right. But now what's gonna happen? Now there's probably gonna be more enemies. That's probably what's gonna happen. Well, there we go. Let's see how we did this time. We didn't get any big items except for the Psychic Lasso, which we had already from the last video. But now, we started up the generator. We're getting close to getting some of the crystal stuff. Our crystals is still at very low capacity, but at least we're starting to get there slowly but surely. Then we have our research filled up quite a bit. There's only 1 left of that. And 5 left of these, and just 1 left of these, which I don't know where it is. It's probably back in the first area, knowing my luck. And then we have some more dudes that we unlocked because of going into a new area, which is nice. We found our drone again, and then we have this got a little bit bigger now. There's still a majority of the spots missing because we still have a lot of dudes to find. Again, I'm not too worried if we miss any. We're not focusing on 100% logbook, but I will still check to see if we can get as much as we can. This we've already gotten all we can. We actually won't find the remaining 2 of those until the end of the game, and these we're just going to find as we progress through the game anyway. So yeah, the biggest changes were up to 67% scans, despite not really having any info on much at all. So yeah, I think we're doing pretty well for a blind playthrough, actually. Except for when we didn't know what to do for that TK code thing. I just didn't know how to turn the doors on, to be fair. That was the problem. But yeah, there you go. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next video where we maybe have a struggle to try and get out of here, because gosh knows there's probably going to be enemies here now that we've turned everything online again. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys in the next video. Comment, rate, subscribe, and I'll see you guys later where I guess we explore the rest of this area now that it's been turned back on again. Till then, see you guys later. Bye.